thought a video would be much easier to show you how to make the second set of flowers that we made. So you'll need scissors, a pen, a glue stick, your glue gun, and then craft scissors if you have it. I get a 65-pound weight craft paper. It's like a cardstock, and you can get it from a Hobby Lobby or Michaels. They have different varieties of colors just depending on the flowers you want to make. I have my templates that I'm getting ready to cut out, and we'll be making a medium-sized flower, which means we'll need 6 petals of the small, 6 petals of the medium, our center circle, and then 3 half sheets. I'll speed up the video just a bit, but it's easier for me to just cut my sheets in half and then cut out about 3 petals at a time. It really helps to expedite the time that it takes to cut these petals out. Remember, it doesn't matter if you cut inside or outside of your trace lines because those are going to be facing down, so no one will see them on the back of your petals. Now we're going to take our 3 half sheets and we're going to fold them in half long ways. This is for the center portion of our flower. I'm just going to take my glue gun and add a little bit of glue at the bottom of my fold sheet. This will help to keep it in place whenever I cut my slits. Now it's time to cut your slits. You can use these craft scissors, or if you have regular scissors, you just want to cut as close to the bottom portion. You're cutting on the fold, not all the way through. I'll leave the link below to where I found these scissors on Amazon if you want to use these. It really helps to save time. And you'll just repeat this process for all 3 of the half sheets that you've prepped. Now I am just going to roll those all together to create one big centerpiece. I like to add a little bit of glue not only at the beginning of my roll, but also kind of throughout the process to keep it together and make sure that it's nice and secure. I'm just going to add a little bit of glue here at the end as well. It really helps to make sure that it's nice and secure whenever I finish attaching all of my centerpieces together. I have my first roll. Now I'm just going to add a little glue to my second half, and I'm going to place my first roll right at the end and roll it together. I'm going to do this for all 3, and it's going to again create one centerpiece for my flower. Now I'll just set that aside and prep my petals to assemble my flower. Starting with the medium, I'm just going to stack all 6 petals together and cut about 1 inch to 1.5 inches at the flat end of my petal just to create little slits. And again, I'm going to do that with my small. Then I'm going to take my pen and roll the round portion of my petal just to create a nice look. You can do this as tight or as loose as you like. It's really up to you. Now I'll just take a little bit of glue from my glue gun and place a little dab on one of the flaps and then overlap the other flap just to stick those together. If you want your flower to sit further up or off from the wall, you'll overlap it a little bit more, but it's really up to you. And you'll repeat these steps for the remainder of your medium-sized petals and then do those for your small petals as well. Now let's assemble the flower by placing a little bit of glue at the bottom of the medium petal and placing it on the outside perimeter of our center circle that we've prepared. You'll just complete this process for all 6 of your medium petals, just overlapping them a little bit just to kind of add some dimension. Now with our medium petals in place, it's time to go ahead and glue our small petals as well. We'll just place those right in between each one of our medium-sized petals. Now with all of our petals in place, we'll just install our centerpiece. We'll just fold those, kind of fluffing it out to give it some nice volume. You can do this as little or as much as you like, but I like mine to be really full, so I can even fold those over my hand and just kind of position them in place to make it really nice and fluffy. Now I like to just clump what I call a goo gob of glue for my centerpiece because I really want to make sure that it stays in place. So don't be stingy with the glue, just really plop it on there and then place it in the middle of your flower and you are all done. I hope this video was helpful. Thank you so much for attending our very first craft party. Stay tuned for future events. Love you guys. Bye.